Look, guys, we're all going to argue. We're all going to fight. We're all going to have misunderstandings, and we're all going to have issues with our spouses, with our kids, and with our friends. But what we need to do is we need to figure out what are our rules for fighting. I'm Chris K, and welcome to my channel, and I appreciate you checking everything out. If you like this video after it's done, please click down below, hit subscribe, hit the like button, helps my algorithms, and make sure you leave some feedback. Let me know what you thought about this video, if there's anything else that you'd like to see, or if there's anything else that I can work on or do better. I would love to know that from you. Also, make sure you check out our websites at AskChrisK.com and AskMetanoia.com for additional information and to schedule appointments with me. But when my couples come in, one of the things I ask is, they say last night, man, our fights got out of hand, and the first thing I look at them and I say is, what are your rules for fighting? Yeah, that's the look I get, though. The what? Yeah, the rules for fighting. Guys, we're going to fight with our spouses. We're passionate. We love them. We're going to fight with our kids. Why? Because we're passionate and we love them. We want to see them do better. Why are we going to argue with our coworkers? Because we're passionate about what we do and we're going to get better at it. But we got to have rules for fighting. And what those rules look like are completely defined by you and the person that you're fighting with or arguing with. Are the rules that you can't call each other names? Are the rules that you can't yell, raise your voice? It all depends on what you guys want those rules to be. But those rules have to be in place. And when a rule does get broken, you got to call bullshit. You got to call the other person out. Once those rules are outlined, you got to say, all right, there's no more name calling. And if you call me a name, I'm going to call timeout. We're going to come back in 5 minutes and we're going to pick up this conversation, but we're not going to continue. Or you're just going to remind them and say, hey, remember rule number 1, no name calling. If you guys weren't arguing, I would be concerned. That tells me that there's no passion and love left in the relationship. And why are you even arguing? Or if you're not arguing, everything isn't mundane. Everything isn't, cookie cutter roses and, daffodils and everything else. We're going to argue. We're going to get passionate. And it doesn't matter what set us off. It's a bad day at work and we're taking it out on our spouse. Yeah, that does matter. But it's a different episode. We'll talk about that later. But when we do argue, when we do get into things, when we do disagreements, what are the rules? What do they look like? What are they defined by? Who defined them? Did you both agree to them? And sometimes you got to hit that pause button. If it's one of your rules, walk away, come back so that you guys don't continue to break the rules. But again, remember, you guys set the rules, not me, not anybody else, because my rules that I have for fighting with my, with my kids are completely different than the ones I have with, spouses and things like that. Even my mom, when we get after it a little bit, we have rules. What is our fights going to look like? What is our passion going to look like? And I got clients that come in all the time, and when we outline what that looks like for them, and they agree to those rules, I can tell you, couple number 1, those rules aren't the same as couple number 2, and couple number 2 isn't the same as couple number 1, and 3 is different than 5, and so on and so forth. Why? Because their number 1 rule is going to be a lot different than their number 2 rule, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, we're all going to fight. Set the rules, make it fair. We all love our basketball games and our softball games and everything else, and they have rules in place to make those games fair. I'm not saying that your relationship is a game, but I'm saying that let's make it a little bit more level playing field so that you guys can actually get things accomplished in the relationship and move forward. Again, I'm Chris Kourtakis, licensed therapist in the state of Michigan, and love to hear from you. Until next time.